survive another lockdown. As some of you know, during the lockdown, I actually released a program for coaches, for trainers, consultants to create their online course. And and fortunately speaking, I did pretty well in during those times, together with certain jobs that was coming in. So even though a lot of people were having a lot of tribulations during the time, I find myself in a situation which is quite nice, and I managed to get through that a-okay. And in fact, I found my life purpose during those times. Now, I'm gonna speak just from my perspective, and whether you guys are free to take it or leave it is entirely fine. So I want to just address one thing. This is not a time to panic. Okay, this is not a time to panic. So some people will be, now, Felix, you don't understand, it's now another downtime. Well, here, let me reframe that for you. What is up and what is down depends on where your head is screwed, no? If you're headed this way, then whatever is up is there. If your head is down, whatever's up is there. So it doesn't really matter. It is about how you make out the situation. Being panicking, emotional, being distressed, grieving, complaining about things, that's not going to help your situation. The most important thing is, I want you to understand these two things. I learned it from Sadhguru. First thing is, this moment is inevitable. This moment is inevitable, which means this thing has happened. It has already happened. There is no point to wish that it's another way. For as long as you wish that it's another way, you're not going to be able to get through this, because you're not going to be able to think straight. So that's the first thing. So accept everything the way it is right now. The second thing is, understand that we are responsible for everything. When I say responsible for everything, I'm not talking about taking blame. No. Responsibility means no blame, no shame, no justification. There is no need to blame anything. There's no need to justify anything. There's no need to shame anything. So understanding these two things, it comes down to this question: what can you do? And here's here's what I thought about that helped me through those difficult times. And I'm sure if you use this properly, you are going to get through this as well. The idea is, how can you be useful? Because if you look at money carefully, the idea of money is not about what you sell. Honestly speaking, it is not about what you sell. It is not about what you represent. It's not about your branding. It is not about your sales and your marketing. The idea of money is simply this: how can you be helpful? Where can you add value? Ultimately, that's all there is to it. So you will notice that during the lockdown, in the past lockdown, the people that make the most amount of money are the people who help other people make more money. Yes? As an example, Zoom made a lot of money, because without Zoom, a lot of us would be scrambling with buggy webcam models and things like that. So it's going to be very, very hard. If it weren't for going back like 20, 30 years ago, if it weren't for Bill Gates, we wouldn't have Microsoft. If it weren't for Steve Jobs, we wouldn't have iPhone. A lot of us wouldn't be able to make the kind of money that we do. So the first question you need to ask yourself is, what can you do? How can you help? It is not about how can you survive? So you got to really change that mindset. For as long as you constantly think about how can you survive, you're thinking about yourself. And when you're constantly thinking about yourself, you will fail to pay attention to the needs of the people around you. So the first thing first is, how can you help? The second thing is, what do the people around you need? So in my situation back then, I noticed that a lot of people around me, they do not know how to go online. So since I have some experience online, I just teach them what I know. It's as simple as that. And surprisingly, it did pretty well. So even though I had zero experience in teaching people how to do this, the response was pretty okay. And the feedback was good. So what do the people around you need that you can help? If you can just meditate on these two questions, you will get the answer, right? Maybe you can help with food. Maybe you can help with certain supplies, right? Think about it. Many millions and billions were made with face masks during the last lockdown. So what can you do? Just this question, and you go and think about it, you will find the answer. But you will not be able to think carefully unless you first stop panicking. So CMCO has just been announced. Accept it. It is happening. It is what it is. Then from that space, go and calm yourself down, and then from that space, you go and ask yourself what you can do. All right, hope that helps. That's my 5-minute answer. If you have any more question about that, type it down. Evelyn says, at least you're not in ventilator and suffer for your life to breathe. No money is better than sick or ill than what I see. Yeah. Ultimately, the only reason why we are so afraid, most of us, okay? I volunteer in soup kitchen, so I literally see how things are like when people are really down in the dumps. This is their last resort. They literally have to rely on other people to feed them. Okay, even if you are destitute, you will still survive. Honestly speaking, survival has never been a problem. The problem is maintaining the lifestyle. That is the problem. So you're healthy, you're capable, right? Go and do something about it. So hope that helps. Any questions? Type it down. I want to take your questions. I want to be helpful. I want to answer. I want to help you guys get clarity with where you want to go right now. Ask the question, and tomorrow morning I'll be back for another 5-minute answer. If you're not there, watch the replay. I'm always ready to serve. Okay, 6:45 a.m. Now, in the meantime, let's go down to reflection. So, as always, we're gonna do our daily reflection. That's a very useful thing because you have just gone through the whole day. All right, working, fighting, trying your best. What have you learned? Because nothing means anything unless you have learned. No mistake. A mistake can either be a mistake or a lesson. It's your choice. So, what have you learned throughout the whole day? I'm gonna start with my feelings. So tomorrow, a few days from now, maybe next week or so, I'm gonna have a guided reflection session, which I'm preparing right now. It's not ready, but it will be ready soon. But in the meantime, I'm gonna do it without so much of a guidance. I'm gonna tell you how I'm gonna reflect on my day, and then you guys can think about your day. All right. So for me, today I have come across a few moments where I'm not entirely proud of the way I behave, and the reason why is because I felt that the people I was communicating with were trying very hard to make themselves understood, but they're not trying to understand where I'm coming from. So we get that sometimes, and in the past Felix would have just ignored those people and just move on. But the new Felix, the me right now, I no longer want to do that because I can't do anything by myself, right? And for the things I want to do in this world, I need to have a team, and I want to face one reality, and that reality is that I I need to be able to work with whoever, even if I disagree with them, even if they disagree with me. I need to still be able to find value in that. And whatever it is that they do is entirely up to them. But what's most important is how I do. I want to make it so that my presence, my people's experience of me, even if they dislike me or they disagree with me, at the very least, their interaction with me, I want to do as much as I can to make it magical for them. Think of Barack Obama. Think about Martin Luther King. Think about Oprah Winfrey. When she speaks with you, right? Even though you completely disagree with her, even if she completely disagrees with you, she's going to make you feel magical, even for that one moment. I want to obtain that power. So I had a conversation with my friend Angeline. Angeline, if you're listening, thank you so much for the call. She's this amazing hypnotherapist, life coach, authenticity coach. She helped me got sorted this, and she narrowed down the root of it all is just that perhaps I need to look at certain things about my past because I've gone through a certain phase. In the past, I was like them. And then after I go through, I refuse to acknowledge that they are where they are. I desperately wanted them to see further than where they are seeing. I wanted them to be at a stage where they are not. And because of that, I got triggered. Why are you so illogical? Why are you so irrational? Why aren't you listening? And because I got reminded that's the way I am. And in so many conversations, when I talk to people always say, oh, I used to be like you, Felix. What they don't know is that I used to be like them. So people are condescending me, and I do not want to condescend them back. However, I need to accept that this is the way they are. Sometimes people are just prideful. Sometimes it is just impossible for them to accept this where they are. Sometimes it takes much more significant life experiences for them to see that maybe they're speaking from ego. So my fault or my flaw is that I fail to recognize this in them, and I've learned, or rather, I hope I've learned after today. I need to go and dig deep and ask myself, what else is there? What else is there that I'm not able to be with, and that is causing me to behave, or rather, not handle them in a sorry to be corny, in a magical way. Okay, I want to obtain that power. So tomorrow, once I'm gonna try again, I'm gonna work harder this time on this area of pausing. On this area of pausing, I want to share with you guys a quote. Okay, is it okay if I share with you guys a quote? This is an amazing quote from a friend, Lai Feng. So she sent with me this thing here a few days ago, and I really agree with that. It's just that I kept forgetting about it. So today, with the conversation, I got reminded of that. So it goes like this: when one who teaches wishes to teach another, let him establish well 5 things and then teach. What 5? Let him think. I will speak at the right time, not at the wrong time. I will speak about what is, not about what is not. I will speak with gentleness, not with harshness. I will speak about a goal, not about what is not a goal. I will speak with a mind filled with love, not with a mind filled with ill will. When one who teaches wishes to teach another, let him establish well these 5 things. So I think that in my quest to be authentic, to be true to who I am, I have been ignoring the idea about gentleness, the idea about speaking about the goal rather than what is not the goal, and speaking at the right time, not at the wrong time. I tend to just run my mouth. So I'm going to learn from this. So that's my feelings for today. That's what I've learned today. What about you guys? It's time. It's a good thing. It's a good daily practice to always ask, what have you learned? So that is that. My intention is to accept the hunger, number 1, first and foremost. I think I did that pretty well. I haven't had I didn't feel any hunger throughout the whole day. I do not know if this is a one-off thing or whatnot, but I don't feel any hunger, which is great. I'm going to have my dinner, my first meal and my last meal of the day at 7 p.m. Oh, it's already 7 p.m. in about 15 minutes time. And the other intention, make progress with journal instruction. I did that, which is great. I forward to the newly revamped version tomorrow, 6:45 a.m. Please join me 6:45 a.m. tomorrow. Start your day right. Start your day strong. Make sure you're on track with everything that you need to be doing for the rest of the year. And the last one, have an amazing workout session. I think it wasn't so amazing. I was quite struggling. I think the 1 meal a day is really getting to me. But however, it was a good attempt. So I'm happy with that. My legacy task on track. It's not done, but it's gonna get done tonight. And the question: what will be causing the last this long? So I've been having whole body itchiness for some reason. I suspect it's maybe it's not really allergy, but it's just dry skin, maybe. So I just applied a lot of ointment, a lot of aloe vera. Let's see if that helps. So far, it seems to be okay. I'm gonna maintain that for the next few days. So with that being said, that is all for my reflection of today. What do you guys think? I want to create something. I want to create a Facebook called Felix's Virtual Ashram. Felix's Virtual Ashram. So if you guys want to be inundated with personal development, if you guys want to immerse yourself with self-improvement, I want to, rather than posting it all here and TMI for every one of you to see, join me over there. Comment something, let me know what you guys think. Maybe it's a good idea. So with that being said, I'll see you guys tomorrow for 6:45 a.m. That's all for today. Have a great evening. Have a great dinner. Lockdown's coming soon. But no matter what, stay true to yourself. All right, guys. See you. Bye.